Me cuenten.
Right now, I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand. Moiha! Oh, Chaska and Koichi are here! Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
I'm fine. No need to worry.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss?
You're right. Let's keep observing.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek...
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
But
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you...
got it.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain.
Exactly. We could be on. Still, there was no trade. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
It's too early to say. Let's follow.
So this is where they were headed. Look.
Koichi, wait for me here.
Oh, no, you don't.
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are planning. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me come with you.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already at your limit. I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can say the same. At least right now.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui hideout all on your own sounds more reasonable. You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you can say the same.
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end. We can't let this opportunity go to waste.
Guess that means I win. Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person from our tribe. I can handle this.
All right, same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals, make sure our blind spots are covered, and support each other once we strike. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. I should wait for Koichi's signal. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act. Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal. That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew. That was close. Almost got caught. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance. I made it! That'll show my sister. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh! It stings! What the heck is that? What do you think? I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance. Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. All right, time to move. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to... Well, I was pretty helpful.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the...
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they...
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the source mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day.
Not bad. Looks like took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think?
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You're a great...
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided...
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail.
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way...
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were...
You've done very well. I could make a comment on...
I know. I'm already reflecting on my actions.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the device is a complete mystery. Even to...
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan from...
I'll get right...
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude.
My patience. That's so nice of them.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natlan.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my... I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I...
Yummy! of the treasure chest? What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home. With our parents there.
Hey, it's not like
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal. What if the Abyss attacks again?
I won't. Triple promise I w-
Mm-hmm.
Fine, on the off chance, but I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or tiring the work gets. I guess you're right.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met.
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life.
Then try to see things from my
The
perspective.
two of you are...
I disagree. I understand the risk.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses.
That's just not true.
You think.
Okay, don't get into another...
Don't worry, Paimon.
Plus, we're family.
Okay, you don't have to put it.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type.
Plus, I know.
Be my guest. See you later, Traveler and Paimon.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your...
Bye, you two.
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right? Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go over everything that we know so far. Why do you look so...
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to some charcoal grilled steak to make up for it.
Awesome! Just give us your orders.
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news. Remember what we talked about before parting ways?
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan. And something Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain.
I agree with your hypothesis. And just now, Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up what... Apparently, he came back to...
Paimon's surprised.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on... Plus, he was on guard.
Don't say that!
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. He's not only a child of the... Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might...
Wait, what?
Look. Remember how I said Auroron's soul is... And this gem is what makes the talisman... It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't... You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these... Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But...
That's amazing! You can do something like that?
Most people can't. But I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much...
So in other words...
The kid thinks he can take...
That's amazing, Seat Lolly! Let's take a look right away!
Once we get to the bottom of this... I know he thinks of...
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not...
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Yeah.
You're just making it worse, Traveler!
I don't care. And I won't...
You sure you'll be okay?
Did you just say...
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because,
You... fine. You can come.
Don't worry, we're professional
Then I place... Alright, time to sneak into someone else... you heard... Are you ready?
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice... And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okan?
Can't complain.
No, just some...
Sounds fascinating.
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled.
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming. That's pretty amazing.
Light up the smoke, and you can see the path through the shadows.
Hey, have you seen...
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal if you run into them.
You're from...
I enjoy I guess you're from the Fatui. The one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying, and now he's leaving? He gave up just like that? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. I've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also familiar in some way. I can't describe it.
What is it?
My lord, I feel dizzy.
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? Is he sending those escaped souls back into the ley lines? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there's no reason to over-engage. Information is our first priority.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. Never heard of him before. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. What is he gonna do?
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want with her?
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. Can she really save us? The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So, I felt like I had to help you.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Lali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
Strange? Lali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyab, and the Wyab are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than I imagined. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan. I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Traveler, Paimon. Are you two alright?
Paimon's fine, just, a little dizzy.
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous. Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants. I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Huh! That kid's got nothing on me. Anyway, back to what we just saw. I don't even know what to make of it.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley lines? What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But how does that help with the abyss?
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrio that has unbelievable power. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected. Oh, this is big.
Which means the captain has been on.
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natlan?
Yes, she needs to know.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing.
I...
Oh, ow! Where did that come? Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Interfere with the mixing process if you want to keep your muscle.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Malika!
Traveler, Paimon Sitlali. Perfect timing. I've located the captain.
Oh, really? That's great! We also just took a peek at Auroran's memories and discovered something huge! Oh, all with his granny's permission, of course. Or no, actually it was...
Calm down, Paimon.
So the captain was searching. If his plan is already in motion, that means he knows exactly how to accomplish his goal. We have to stop him.
Is reconstructing the ley lines a bad thing?
Yes. It's not a simple fix. It would mean sacrificing nearly everything contained within the current ley lines. Very similar to the price of using a no. If he activates the mechanism, it's all over.
But what forces do we...
Kanich, Shilonen, you two, and...
But that's...
That won't help us with the captain.
All right. I understand where I'm needed. I'll head out right away.
Don't worry about your grandson. We'll figure something out.
I'll leave him to you all then.
All right. Back to the matter at hand. Let me grab Shilonen and Kanich. As you all know, Auroron is working with the captain and we need to stop their... The captain is a formidable opponent, but that shouldn't deter us. In any case, their plan hinges entirely on a single... We'll head out together, and the event that...
No.
I agree with Kanich. The two of us...
Listen to my plan first. Kanich, I want... The captain won't be on the...
So, you want us to lord...
No. Shilonen, I need you to...
So, Shalom...
Exactly. No one can create...
Leave it to me.
Understood. Just promise us. You mean everything to us. Losing...
Thank you.
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple.
This is the place. Their tunnel must be behind that gathering of Fatui.
Any of the nearby mountains.
As agreed.
There are only a few.
Yahoo! Brace yourselves. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Think you can get away? By royal decree!
Killjoy, we've only just...
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Time for retribution!
All right, that's done. Let's head to the foot of the mountain.
What do you think, Shilonen? Is this a good spot?
Yeah, looks good.
I can see the inside!
Perfect. We'll keep.
All right. Please.
The Fatui wouldn't concentrate all their forces in one place. There's sure to be guards on the inside, so stay sharp.
Oh, nice job smashing those rocks, Moika! You look super cool!
Ah, that was some expert level rock clearing, even by my tribe standards.
That must be the Fatui tunnel over there. We should steer clear and approach from the side.
takeoff.
I'll protect us.
By royal...
Think you can get away?
Oz, reveal thyself.
This. These wheels are relics from ancient times. We should try to restore them.
These mechanisms probably control that wheel, right? Let's give them a try. Let the show be...
By royal decree.
Yahoo! Wouldn't gliding time for takeoff. Let's play!
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Go, Barbara, go! Let's dance. Go, Barbara, go!
Oz, reveal that...
Think you can get away?
Verdict is...
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
This must be it.
There they are!
Oh, the captain's here too.
Oh, they're here. It doesn't matter. They're too late.
Stop!
It's too late.
We need to turn it off!
I won't let you do this!
The sound of lament?
What was that sound? It was like a piercing
Now's our chance to turn off the device. Oh, Auroran? His movements have gotten a lot faster. Was Auroran always this good in battle?
This ends now!
Huh?
Something's wrong.
You are not Auroran. Who are you? You.
So, you still recognize me, Commander? I'm glad. You see? You indulge your sense of honor for—
His voice is complete.
Stop worrying about other people. Please finish.
I didn't expect to see—
Why do you care about— After all, his soul is—
Oh, someone said I'm close to death. What's down there? Am I dying? Oh, no. It's too soon.
Ah, Auroran, it's you. What'll it be today? Oh, why the long face? Don't tell me you still haven't let that go. I knew it was a bad idea to tell you.
I heard everyone wanted me to be the savior.
Savior? Ha! Sounds nice, doesn't it? But, does such a person truly exist? Even if they do, why would you have to become that person, hmm?
Auroran, is that you? Oh, here, have a seat. Let Granny cut you some fruit. We just got a fresh batch. Can I get you anything else? Some grilled meatloaf, maybe? Ask for anything you want. We've got plenty of ingredients.
What about those spiced rub mushrooms you made me last time, Granny Kuimi?
Ah, you liked those, did you? An outlander taught me that recipe, actually. A merchant, to be exact. Never thought about going into business yourself, my boy? You could travel all over.
Our Auroran? A merchant? He's far too honest for that line of work.
Well, at least an honest merchant like him wouldn't prey on old-timers like us.
Everyone said a true savior does not really exist, but then why did my birth open the door to the possibility? Why give people false hope? Maybe I don't need to sacrifice myself, but surely everyone is born for a purpose. So, what's mine? If I had succeeded back then, would the world have become a better place? What's the meaning of my existence?
Done spacing out, Auroran? Did you finish your homework?
Yes, Granny, it's just... Will learning all this really make me as strong as you?
Of course not. I'm a special case. Other shamans study their whole lives without reaching a fraction of my abilities.
because you're a genius, right?
You could say that. Or maybe I've just been alive longer than the rest of them, and picked up a few tricks that they didn't want to touch. It's rude to bring up a woman's age. Never do that again, no matter the circumstances.
I wasn't the one who brought it up.
Anyway, class is canceled tomorrow. Go have fun.
What about my homework then?
Do what you want. What use is it being as strong as me anyway? You've seen how the tribe treats me. They're all afraid. I try to go about my business, and they practically tremble in fear. Not the most fun way to go about living one's life, I'd say. Take it from me. The happiest people are the ones who do their own thing. So do what you want, Auroron. No matter what anyone else has to say.
Granny didn't say it outright, but I think she was trying to comfort me. Don't force yourself. Don't beat yourself up over the past. That's what she always says. But I never forced myself. I never even got the chance to try before it was all over.
Hey, you zoning out over here again? There's such a thing as overwatering the radishes, you know.
I was just looking at the aphids.
Something interesting about them today?
I noticed some on the ground. Maybe it got too cold yesterday and they couldn't handle it.
Bummer. Guess that means less honey this year.
Aoife, do you think being a vet is fun?
Fun? I'm not sure about that. Do you think planting vegetables is fun?
Fun enough, I guess. I don't have anything else to do.
Exactly. Most people live like that. No special purpose or calling. That's just how the world works. Oh, jeez. That troublemaker's at it again. Auroron, my man, come inside and give me a hand, would you?
Why should I? I thought being a vet was no fun.
Well, I guess there is a fun part. Trying to outsmart these rascals. Come on, give me a hand.
Maybe Aoife was just too nice to tell me the truth. That attempting something above your capabilities will kill you. My soul is unstable. I only survived because I had people to help keep me in one piece. A part of me has always been missing. That's why the other spirit said I was close to death, but...
Why struggle? It's a miracle you were even born. Just close your eyes and wait for death.
It was you, the thing that came out of nowhere.
Thing? I'm a warrior, far stronger than a weakling like you.
I'm not weak. There's just a...
And that's exactly why your fantasy is so ridiculous. You really think a useless thing like you can save the world?
Useless?
Savior? Ha! Sounds nice, doesn't it? But, does such a person truly exist? Even if they do, why would you have to become that person?
Exactly. Most people live like that. No special purpose or calling. That's just how the world works.
Take it from me. The happiest people are the ones who do their own thing. So do what you want, Auroron. No matter what anyone else has to say.
But I don't want things to end here.
Auroron? It's all right. We'll take things from here.
Every time they marched into battle, I had to stay behind.
Don't worry. With the Archon on our side, the Abyss doesn't stand a chance.
All the best warriors are fighting on the front lines. I want to do my part too.
Both of us are bound to disappear. But your end will come sooner than mine, because you've been broken from the start. Once your soul shatters into pieces and dissipates into the wind, I will take temporary control over this body. I will serve my commander until the end.
No. No, this isn't right. My life can't end like this. I still haven't done anything important with my life. My end will not come first, and I'm not giving up. I can't die here. No! I won't die here!
Auroran!
That voice.
Control your mind. Feel the ground beneath your feet. This is not your end.
His eyes are open! He's alive!
Well done. You managed to do the impossible.
Uh-huh. What do you mean?
Don't try to talk. Focus on holding yourself together.
I can't believe the captain did that.
Maybe he thinks of Auroran as a comrade. He was helping to rein him in all this time.
I'm fine now.
Damage to the soul is a tricky thing. The pain almost consumed you for a moment, but you managed to hold on to yourself. That's no easy feat.
The worst appears to be over.
I'm sorry for causing so much trouble.
We can talk about that later.
Our plan, it failed, didn't it? I'm sorry. We were so close.
You saved my life, and now the debt is repaid.
Auroran, I never thought you actually wanted to sacrifice yourself in that ceremony. But you never gave up. Have you come to a conclusion on what it is that you truly want?
I just want an answer. A reason why I exist and why everyone always did so much for me. No one is born a hero, and no one should be treated like one from birth. I had a chance to do something important back then, but I failed. All I want is to find some more ways to make up for that.
The answer you seek now lies before you.
You are the inheritor of my name. The hero from the masters of the Nightwind, who shall fight for this generation. Fascinating. You're not the person that the others thought you were. And yet, you're also not the kind of person that you thought you were. It can take a lifetime to truly discover who we really are. Like you, I never thought I had what it took to be a hero. I was too cunning, too self-absorbed. But in the end, I sacrificed my life for this nation. Now, remember your name. Even if others will see a different meaning, it still symbolizes your nobility and yearning.
My ancient name. BD.
It means devotion. You will give your all, not for the sake of a heroic death, but to do justice by the answer you found for your life. For that answer, you will offer all of your strength and be born anew. Through your devotion, you will prove your worth. Having foretold his own death, the omniscient man holds a feast in celebration. Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism and send him off with this final tribute. For at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
It's nice to see you again, Sunhudge. With your recognition, we now have the 5th hero of this era.
I am happy to see your plan advance one step further. It seems that my cry did not cause irreversible damage.
What is that voice?
Just as I thought. The Lord of the Night has awakened.
Lord of the Night? As in the one who rules over the Night Kingdom?
I preside over a realm of souls. Due to my limited power, sleep is the only way I can extend my existence. When you activated the device, I awoke. Most of you were unaffected, and yet, his soul remains in one piece. He managed to overcome this obstacle through sheer strength.
So, was that what caused all his strange behavior?
No. An additional soul was affected. It tried. However, this soul does not hail from that.
Activating the source mechanism was supposed to reconstruct the ley lines.
Because I was the one who originally constructed Natlan's ley lines. Otherwise known.
The ancient battle between the Descender and the dragons destroyed the corner of the world, allowing the Abyss to invade. Natlan's ley line. To aid the people of Natlan, the Lord of the Night used the fragments of the old ley lines to reconstruct a similar. The first Pyro Archon, Xbalanque, strengthened that realm and established the rules that aid our fight against the Abyss. The Ode of Resurrection.
Oh, right! You said before it all came from the...
The ancient dragons tried to use this device. Back then, and now, the structure of the ley lines has also... It was an incredibly... such as rebuilding the ley lines...
But why would you make that kind of...
The people of Natlan... But adventurers like you are probably more familiar with our devolved form.
No wonder there are Seelies around here. A Seelie also helped us in the night...
Few angels remain in Natlan. So the same is true of Seelies. Everyone rally now. I have witnessed your determined pursuit for survival. Moika, inheritor of Xbalanque's will, and leader of Natlan. Despite all the obstacles and misunderstandings, I have awoken. And the efforts of this harbinger say the word. And I will once again work to fulfill. You need only nod your head. For the sake of your...
I will not. After reconstructing new ley lines, you will cease to exist. The rules of Natlan are founded in the Night Kingdom. If you disappear, so do they. Not to mention, all the memories and legends recorded within the old ley lines will disappear. Just like the consequences of using the Gnosis, that is a price I refuse.
Humanity's survival is worth any price. Once the...
And when the new ley lines are invaded again by the Abyss? What then? A land without the Lord of the Night, without the protection of the rules, is...
You presume too much. If you cannot ensure survival in the present, what will it take for you to realize that? How many...
The situation hasn't gotten that dire...
Why? Because I am a survivor of Conria.
Conria?
That's right. My family. It is an unforgettable pain.
You're right. The pain.
If I could go back, I would reject all false hope. You have that chance before you...
Because we don't have the right to make... We love this world because it contains everything we hold dear. Everything that has happened here has... Giving up our memories and history would mean rewriting...
Even so, given enough...
Or, history could repeat itself. The...
Can I say something? I once carried the hopes of many people, and I was also desperate. But as I was on the brink of death, my wish for life and purpose was rekindled. I've been very fortunate to be well cared for by all the people in my life. I refuse, no matter what path lies before.
That's right. Natlan's heroes gave... Not only are their deeds and spirits exceptional...
Yeah, we're just one hero short.
The power from the device will allow me to remain awake for even if you fail. Humanity is true.
You must have a profound connection to this land, but what are you really trying to protect?
Pretty sure he wants to hear what you have to say, Traveler.
Fine, I suppose we can wait. Now that Auroron has inherited the your plan does have the potential to in the meantime.
Thank you. I know we may never completely see eye to eye on what it means to protect life, but for now, I'm willing to fight by your side.
All right, we should let everyone else...
Good idea. We need to explain the situation. Oh, guess...
I'll update everyone outside. Let's...
You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. They do not like being mentioned by name by any living being, be it an ordinary human, the one you wish to know about. I call her the ruler of death. It was an expression of love. She succumbed to self-pity as...
Self-pity?
Please don't tell anyone I used that word. You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Yes. The artisan from the Children of Echoes has yet to mention... No matter. I'll reach out in a dream and tell...
Young girl!
What? You come to me with many questions. I'm not familiar with that concept. Even I cannot create something from nothing. I can only If that power were... You come to me with many questions. And phlogiston is Teyvat's primordial form. Have you heard of the concepts of the light realm and the human realm? Light refracts into 7 different colors, which we collectively refer to as a rainbow. You come to me with many questions.
In that case, allow me to formally welcome the Fatui. We now face a common enemy. It's time to... As for Auroron, his actions may have been out of line, but I don't intend to punish him.
A magnanimous...
We're back! Whoa. Seeing the two of you chatting.
This may be an Now that we're all here,
We weren't getting any. We tracked down 3.
seems like my own investment.
Strange. In any case,
That's true. Now, and if all else fails,
But that means me. Oh,
that story I failed to only to find. I'm sure many people viewed from that moment together.
so it was him. You knew him.
wait, do you know someone named...
You've met him.
Yeah, a bunch of...
During the age of Conria, he carries a degree of pain. Yes, although this is likely a self-imposed burden. If the prince saw me now, as for your question, I don't know how Dane managed. My appearance is much changed, and that's not the only thing.
I would have never known. During our battle, it felt like I was fighting against...
And I still lost. Still.
I agree. How do we...
So, all that commotion back at the stadium and...
I'd say we're evenly matched. If we face off again, victory...
I imagine you held back since there were spectators around that could have gotten hurt. But my goal was the Gnosis, and I failed to obtain it. That means I lost. Plain. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa allows every harbinger the freedom to pursue the meaning of their existence. When the time comes, that's why our methods can be so radically different. Despite sharing the same, I needed the Gnosis because I came here to save Natlan. That was my primary motive. Once Natlan...
My decision regarding the Gnosis will not change. So let's focus.
Right! What happens when all 6 heroes are together?
We will unleash a great power that can be used to thwart the Abyss. But only Renova is a god whose existence...
Wait!
Yes. Like I said before, when the same principle, in other words. But if you survive the trial...
That's still
We cannot walk the... Mualani charged in the face of their...
Spoken.
All right. The Abyss will...
When you put it that way? All right.
Stay still. The monsters keep increasing. It's definitely unusual, and we should all. If there's one thing the Abyss fears, it's. Oh.
Coming! Coming! Something wrong, Traveler?
Nope. We can't. Well-made weapons and shield. Listen, I'm not.
Hey!
Not even the most skilled.
You must be exhausted.
Auroron.
Granny? What's wrong, Granny?
You know exactly what you did. You need some. Now that you. What exactly?
Okay. I don't have anything to say for myself, Granny. Yell at me all you want. I know I messed up.
You better be sincere. This is an incredibly serious matter.
I'm being sincere, I promise. I've seriously reflected on my actions. I know what I did was risky, and I know I made some bad choices. But I don't regret it. I just had to do something. Not because I thought I was special, but because I wanted to help Natlan as much. Of course, in the end, I just ended up causing more trouble, so you're right. You even had Aoife bring me that gem. A simple thank you isn't enough, but still. Thank you, Granny.
You're welcome. Anyway, don't feel too grateful. I tampered with.
Oh,
Of course you didn't. You forget how many years I have on you. The Pyro Archon has discussed your case with the others. Many of your actions violated the.
I understand.
But your efforts weren't entirely meaningless in the end. Not too shabby.
Did the Traveler in Paimon tell you to say that?
What? No!
I can't believe you're complimenting me at a time like this.
You're not off the hook just yet. I told the Traveler.
Could you...
Trying to negotiate, are you?
Given all the good things that I managed to accomplish...
Fine. I can let this slide for now. But Oh, a Traveler.
Hello!
Yes.
Taking care of the Traveler isn't easy.
Traveler, Paimon, I want to thank you for your help back at the ruin. I won't.
Let's get together sometime.
Sounds great! We'll... If you're done for the day...
You ready?
Yep. Let's go.
So, this is where you heard the Lord of... Hopefully we made it before she falls asleep again.
Fret not. I'm still here. For a weak life form.
I'm sorry for disturbing your rest, but there's something we didn't have the chance to ask you earlier. We need to forge a new but we ran into a problem. She's not from Natlan, so there are no records of her in the Night Kingdom.
I see. Mawika must... It would seem the two of you are not simply here on her orders. So... Speak your mind. There are no others here.
She is special. She saved Kachina and devoted herself to helping, but that debt has not been repaid. And with an ancient name, we can...
Even though that guarantee will come at the cost?
Yes.
So, it's true. Forging
an ancient name is an act of creation. It involves but it takes time for the new concept to be integrated into that. Once that process is complete, forging an ancient name is no easy task.
Yes, because I believe forging... We don't know how long we'll be able to hold back the abyss. If giving up my life means that all the people of Natlan can have a future, then the sacrifice is practically negligible. Even when I'm staring death in the face.
I understand. The chance may be And you, Siglali? The
So...
What is she talking?
I've had concerns for a long time. Mawika's plan... The Masters of the Night Wind have a ceremony that can be used to glimpse...
And you did it anyway?
Death.
A key part of Mawika's plan is using the 6 heroes to release the... Considering its origins, the price...
You're saying Mawika is...
Yes.
I can't just ignore what I saw. That's why I need the Traveler's power.
Don't forget, Siglali. Even if it may seem like someone is fated to die, the nature of death and fate are different. Fate indicates what will happen in the future. The time, manner, and place are all predetermined. The ruler of death's power will... The ruler of death cares little for the time and manner of a death. Fate may be able to influence the timing, But that is all the
Wait, you're saying we might...
I cannot help you with this, I'm afraid.
Malika knows about all this, doesn't she?
Yes. I imagine she has long.
Well, I can't. She's so strong. She's not the type of person. The Traveler shares that quality. That's why I think this gamble is worth it.
We shall have to wait and see. But my time is running out.
We won't forget your contributions.
Thank you for saying that. But how many years of life are in... The Night Kingdom will disappear.
That's what makes us different.
Exactly.
Times like these, my creator was right in esteeming you as special above others. Here. This is my gift to you and an extension of my will. With it, you can forge the ancient name you desire.
Thank you. We're sorry to ask this of you when you're...
Really?
Your thanks are unnecessary. Time for you to leave.
I can't sleep with all the noise outside! Forget it, let's go check it out. Shilon and Lolly is...
We went to see the Lord of the Night, and like I said before, I couldn't forge your ancient name because there was no record of you in the Night Kingdom. But...
Just keep it with you during your time in Natlan. And eventually...
Really? Let Paimon... Oh, it's the two of us! And,
It's not a concrete medium. It reflects the Lord of the Night's...
Oh, in other words, don't worry about his form. When you want to check the contents...
Sounds convenient! It's also super light. This is a really awesome gift! Oh, yeah. We'd feel bad except...
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, you two. It's... You know, like you saw yesterday, she would have willingly reconstructed Natlan's ley lines at the cost of her own existence. She wouldn't ask anything in return for that.
Exactly. Just take it.
Well, if you...
Oh, thank goodness you're here! The monsters are everywhere!
So soon? We just fought them off!
We can figure that out later. Let's go!
I see. The remaining locations are remote.
Understood. I'll spread the...
We're here. What's going on? Kachina said the Abyss attacked again?
Yes. It's not looking good. Our forces have always been able to handle the sporadic attacks, but now, there are more monsters than ever, and the attacks are more frequent.
What about the scale? What, Eric?
All of Natlan. Not just around the stadium, but even the remote areas of the Collective of Plenty are reporting it.
Could this also be some kind of omen? If things continue like this, then...
We won't last much longer, I know. What we're seeing now is the I don't have the strength to fight it right now. This is its best...
You're saying we just have to...
It'll be there are caravans and adventurers trapped in the wild.
Leave that to us!
All right. Shilonen, Kachina, head to the... As an important figure in the plan,
Understood.
I prepared a hot air balloon to take you where you're needed. Messengers from the Scions of the Canopy are traveling as I receive intel.
All right. No time to lose.
Be Careful, everyone! What about us? Where should we go?
I received word that a small team escorting civilians back to the stadium was attacked. They won't be able to hold out for long. Can I leave them to you? Thank you. The hot air balloon is over there.
And we're off! Hey, this thing is pretty convenient. It's not only fast, but also saves us a lot of energy. Whoa. There are warriors fighting everywhere. Seems like chaos in the making. Good thing for those battle reports. Look, they must be trapped. Let's go help.
Reinforcements! Thank goodness!
Let the show be. Hi. Yeah. Oh, oh.
Thank you for coming.
There were just too many.
At least we got here in time.
I know, but it's not that our cart was also attacked, and now our
That's not important right now.
I know, but these were medical supplies.
It's them! Over here! We came to help, but looks like you don't need.
Now we can head straight.
What other areas need.
Here, take a look. Messengers from the Scion. If you see a messenger.
Thanks! Now where's.
Seems like you can hold your own in.
Still looks like.
It's all right. Don't delay.
But if we stay here.
What do you think, Traveler? Should we stay and help? Paimon will do it. Kanish just ran past. He must be busy delivering messages. At least he didn't look hurt. Everything looks good so far. Wait! Those Saurians are fighting the Abyss! Unbelievable! Attacking cute, innocent Saurians? Come on, let's go help!
Brace yourselves.
I'll protect us.
By royal decree. Think you can get away?
Time for retribution!
It's all right. You're safe now. Go and find your friends, okay? Okay then. Shoo! Shoo! Come on, shoo! Nope. Still nothing. Let's see. Oh, it's one of the battle reports from the Scions. Looks pretty recent too. We can use it to figure out where to go next. You're right. Anyway, Still no response. Well, what do you want to do?